Hey again, guys. You know what I like to do after I get a workout in and on a Saturday night? I like to look at some baseball cards. I have a bit of an extravaganza for you tonight. First, I get my Sports Collector's Digest. I had it sitting around, I hadn't looked at it, and I open it up, and who do I see but my man Double D? That's awesome. And you guys probably know if you watch my channel, I am a big Frank Thomas fan. Frank Thomas, the old Frank Thomas from the Pirates, who I got to meet one time. And turns out he's a card collector. And they have a nice article on him too. Or he was a card collector. He passed away. God rest his soul. 91 years old. Hey, I got some care packages. I have a nice scarce card to show you. But before I do that, man, I got something special. Got something special from Stooks Curiosities. He has a friend who I guess is a fan of my channel, Dave. And he sent me something really great. Stooks. And this is a 1970 McDonald's Rod Carew. And I have to be honest, I never saw one of these before. And this is fabulous. Thank you so much, Dave and Stooks. This is awesome. I appreciate it so much. I had gotten a care package from Clemente Collector. And for some reason, I missed his note or ripped it with the package. I never saw it. And he had sent me this Doug Drabek bobblehead. And I just thought he sent it because I was a fan, but he sent it for a specific reason, because I organized a charity basketball game when I was with my Rotary Club against the Pirates, and I brought Doug Drabek to play with us. Well, he actually didn't play, but he was there to sign autographs and do a showing. And all these people were coming up to me because I was the organizer, and saying hi and introducing themselves. And so this guy comes up and introduces himself to me. And I'm like, oh, hi. And he's like, Doug Drabek. And I wasn't watching a lot of baseball at the time. He was new to the Pirates. I had no idea what he looked like. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Yes, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming out. So he sent me that. That was really cool, along with other things. And Nate, Tops 85401, he had sent me this Pirate card that I never knew it was a box topper. Last time my Pirates went to the championship game. That's awesome. He sent me a bunch of other Pirates. And he recently sent me 2 stamps and said he forgot to add these in. And I don't know exactly what these are. One says St. Vincent on it. And I don't know if this was issued by St. Vincent College, which is in Latrobe, which is where the Steelers training camp is. But I went to college there. So if it is, that's really cool. I have to research that. And my man, Kevin Blackhurst, great card dealer. If you have a chance to ever meet him or buy from him, man, he sent me a whole stack. This is 2009 to 22 Topps Heritage Master Collection run of Andrew McCutchen and a bunch of other ones. All of these Andrew McCutchens. I'm so glad he came back to my Pirates. Man, at one time, I thought he was the best player in the National League. And I know Pete Rose agreed with me. I heard him say that at one time. Thought he was the best in the National and Trout was the best in the American. Like I always say, when he got beamed in the back that time, kind of hurt him a little bit. He wasn't quite the same player after that. All right, let me delve into some recent pickups, and I got some nice stuff. First of all, I showed you guys my 1922 W572-2 cards, and I had gotten a new one, and I missed out on showing you 2. And I got another one of one of the greatest ball players of all time. So let me refresh your memory. Here's the Ty Cobb Tris speaker. Eddie Collins, which was the newer one I got. And then I forgot to show you the Rabbit Moranville and Joe Bush. And so now, thank God for eBay authentication. Otherwise, I would not know this PSA was legit. I got the George Sisler. These are all very low pop. It's a beauty. These are also known as the Shoulder Signature series. So glad to add that. Been working on this set. I need the Babe Ruth, man. If I got the Babe Ruth, I could complete the set, I think. Need the Babe Ruth. Maybe someone will send it to me. All right, I got this fabulous 1951 Connie Mack, Mickey Cochran. This is a tough set. This is, of course, punched out. I will occasionally grab these if I can for the right price. I have a beautiful Honus Wagner that is not punched out. It's a 5 or a 5.5. These are great. The Lou Gehrig and the Babe Ruth are fabulous. I have the Tris Speaker, the Jimmy Collins, the Christy Mathewson. Also want to get the Walter Johnson. And then they have the All-Stars. They had modern All-Stars. And I only have ever seen 3 of them. One is a Ralph Kiner, one's a Yogi Berra, one's a Phil Rizzuto. And they are near impossible and super pricey. Super pricey. Now they had the 51 teams too. I have the Brooklyn Dodgers. And I'm not 100% sure. I think they were issued with these, but I'm not sure. If anybody knows, let me know. I don't think they were issued separately. They're very scarce too, but I am so stoked. I wanted to get one. That's for Double D in honor of his article, Stoked. I'm stoked that I was able to get the Brooklyn Dodgers with Jackie Robinson on for that one. If I had one to get, that was the one I wanted. Okay, I got a few other things. Let's see. I got this great insert of Shohei Ohtani. Man, I love him. Got this George Pickens. I picked up another one. Getting a whole bunch of these mosaics of him and Kenny Pickett. I got an O-Pee-Chee of the greatest card of Dave Kingman ever made. Got the O-Pee-Chee version here. These have a brighter back. I think someday the O-Pee-Chees will finally get their love for how much scarcer they are than the Topps. And when I was growing up, there was a young catcher that came up with the Pirates, Tony Pena. And man, I have to be honest, I had never seen a catcher with such athleticism. And he would stick his leg out and just throw the ball back to the pitcher. He wouldn't even stand up. He would just fire that ball to first base without getting up. Man, great defensive catcher. And a few years later, there was another great athletic defensive catcher that came up. Big guy. And that was Benito Santiago. And you don't hear a lot about him. But he was a fabulous catcher. And he was kind of in the mold of Tony Pena, but a lot bigger. And this is the Leaf rookie. I have this set, but I didn't have the Leaf. And this is the Topps traded. And 1987 Topps, believe it or not, is one of my all-time favorite sets. I actually have the Bo Jackson in a display. I love it so much. And it's not the Tiffany, it's the regular old 87 Topps. I just love that set. The images in it are amazing. The players in it are amazing. You know, you had the newer players like Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Jose Canseco, Bo Jackson, but then you had, you know, Pete Rose at the end of his career and some older guys too. It's just a great set, in my opinion. And I got this fabulous Jerome Bettis. I have a number of these cards from this set, but I did not have the Bettis, and it's just a beautiful image there. Beautiful card. the bus. You know, he just ran over people. And, you know, Ravens fans like to show this video of Ray Lewis putting him on his ass. But if you watch the clip, Jerome Bettis had jumped up in the air and both of his feet were off the ground when he got hit. When he was, and he was like a bowling ball. I don't think that's a fair clip of him. I got this, and man, I'm so confused on Justin Verlander rookie cards. Man, I need somebody with a calculus degree or a physics degree to explain it to me, because this guy has rookie cards in 2005, 2006, 2007. They're listed on here. I'm so damn confused. And I showed you guys the 2007s I got. This is a 2006. And this card's a beauty. And I'm telling you right now, this player is going to shoot up in the coming years. Is he the best pitcher of our time, of this era? He may be. He's getting in the Hall of Fame for sure. Probably ain't going to be 100% vote getter like Mariano, but I don't know. You know, a lot of these guys, for years, you know, nobody got near 100%. And, but even when you go back to Joe DiMaggio, didn't even get in on his first ballot. Nowadays, these guys are getting large number of votes if they weren't part of the steroid era. Got a couple 64 Wheaties stamps. Brooks Robinson. I actually think I have that. But I didn't have this one. And what a great image. And for whatever reason, I love this guy's cards. He has so many great cards, and that's Jim Gilliam. Not to be confused with Joe Gilliam of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who was the second starting black quarterback in NFL history, I believe. Joe Gilliam. Tragic story, though. After football, got addicted to drugs. Really was penniless. Tragic story. He was exciting, though, at one time for the Steelers. Started over Terry Bradshaw there for a short stint. And I got to 71. You know, I've been working on this set. I finally got the Gaylord Perry. And man, he was good for decades. He played a long time. A good pitcher. Great copy of that. Great copy of that. And man, is this a beautiful card. This is a beautiful card. And this is the Tom Barker 1913 game card. So beautiful. Rube Marquard. I really love this set. I'm going to be doing I have a big card coming from this set. I'm going to be doing a upcoming video on all the vintage game cards. I'm not talking the 68 Topps games or anything like that, but the early game cards. And the first ones came out in 1884. I have a few of those. I'm going to do the chronology. I think I'm going to go up until the 1936 S&S game cards. But there were a lot of early game cards. The 1884s are the first gaming cards. Man, I'm looking forward to doing that. You know, if you're new to collecting, these game cards generally speaking, are way cheaper than the other cards. And a lot of them are way scarcer. Some of them are downright rare. Like the 1924, I think it is, Walter Mayles game. Those are super tough. Super tough. And the number one card in that set is the Walter Johnson. That's a dream card of mine. One of them. And then I got this O-Pee-Chee. And I love, the 78 just has a lot of sentimental value to me. And I will grab these when I can. I have actually a box from this set, and I started picking up all the main cards. And I love these old record breakers that have some meaning. And so this is the record breaker of Lou Brock. when he set the all-time, or broke the all-time, and then set the all-time steals record, which obviously Rickey Henderson broke. Lou Brock was a great hitter too. Of course, 3,000 hits. If you watch him in the 68 World Series, and there is footage on him here on YouTube, man, he was a tough out. He was on base every time he turned around in that World Series. So that is what I have for you. Stooks, Dave, thank you so much. Nate, I appreciate you. Clemente Collector, I appreciate you. And Eddie's Cardboard Chaos had sent me a care package too, which I showed. And I want to thank you again for that. Man, I just appreciate the card community. I try to do my part to support it. And man, I feel a lot of love in the room. Hey guys, thanks for watching.